I hope you guys are doing well. So till now we have completed up to the rights that are given to citizens and the rights that are given to aliens. Okay. So this part of the citizenship we have completed. So now onward we will be dealing with constitutional provision, basically articles 5 to 11. Okay, that comes under part 2. So let's go ahead. So constitutional provisions only identifies the persons who became citizens of India at its commencement. Okay, on 26th of January 1950, and it is neither any permanent or nor any elaborative provisions. Okay, and this does not deal with the problem of acquisition or loss of citizenship. Okay, and it empowers the parliament to enact a law on matter relating to citizenship. So let's go ahead. Basically, the main portion of today's discussion, or the discussion of Article 5, Article 6, Article 7, and Article 8. Okay, so what does Article says? That person who had, basically, let's talk about a person that were eligible for being citizen of India at the time of commencement of the constitution. So Article 5 says that person who had his domicile in India and also fulfilled any of the three conditions, those are if he was born in India, if either of his parents was born in India, or he had been ordinarily resident of India for 5 years immediately before the commencement of the constitution, became a citizen of India. Okay, so Article 5 says that a person who was born in India, a person who either of the parents was born in India, or both can also be, but at least one member of the parents should be born in India. And last, that is a person who is living in India for at least 5 years immediately before the commencement of the constitution, became a citizen of India. Okay, so after that we have Article 6. Article 6 says a person who migrated to India from Pakistan, if he or either of his parents of any of his grandparents was born in undivided India and also fulfill any two conditions. He migrated to India before July 19, 1948. He had been ordinarily resident of India since the date of his migration. And secondly, if he migrated to India before 19 July of 1948 and he had been ordinarily resident in India since the date of his migration, and he has been resident for 6 months before registration. Okay, so this particular article, Article 6, says and talks about the citizenship of migrated people. It says that person who migrated from Pakistan to India and who was born or his either of parents was born in undivided India will be the citizen of India if he or she satisfies any of two conditions. First, he migrated before 19 July 1948 and he had been ordinarily resident in India since the date of migration. Okay. Or he migrated to India before 19 July 1948. He had been ordinarily resident in India since the date of his migration and he had been resident for 6 months before registration. So this also completed. So at last, sorry, not last, but Article 7 says a person who migrated to Pakistan from India after 1 March 1947 and returned to India for resettlement. He had to be resident in India for 6 months preceding the date of his application. Okay, so Article 7 says a person who migrated from India to Pakistan after 1 March 1947. Okay, so a person who migrated from India to Pakistan after 1 March 1947 and again he was demanding and he was interested to return India and to settle in India, then he had to be resident in India for 6 months preceding the date of his application. Okay, so lastly we will be talking about Article 8. Article 8 covers the overseas Indian who may want to acquire Indian citizenship. Person of Indian origin residing outside India. So Article 8 covers the overseas Indians. Overseas Indian means person of Indian origin but they are residing in foreign country. They are residing in some other country. So if we conclude all these four articles, we can say Article 5 basically deals the person who was living in India, he became the citizen of India if he was born in India, if either of his parents was born in India, or if has been ordinarily resident in India for 5 years immediately before the commencement of this constitution. So he became the citizen. And secondly, it talks about the migrated people who migrated from Pakistan to India. So it talks about them. Article 7 says who migrated from India to Pakistan after March 1, 1947 and they again want to resettle in India. They had to be resident in India for 6 months at least preceding the date of application. Okay, and Article 8 talks about the overseas Indian. Overseas Indian means people who are residing outside of India but they are of Indian origin. Okay, so for this particular video, this is enough. Okay, I hope you guys are well and doing great. Okay, so take care of yourself and achieve the goal which you want to achieve. Bye.